Author's point of view. Mrs. Min, this is the list of guests. Give these along without things to the event organizer so they can make arrangements accordingly. Mrs. Kim said to her housekeeper, "Okay, ma'am." Mrs. Min nodded her head in agreement and they discussed and their discussion went on. "Mom, I'm leaving for college." Ryan came inside from main door. She took she looked towards Mrs. Kim and greeted her. "Hello, Miss Kim." "Oh, Ryan. How are you, dear?" "I'm fine, ma'am." "Stop these, Ryan. I am your Aunt Kim." Something flashed in Mrs. Kim's eyes, but Ryan couldn't point out what was that. "I will leave now," Ryan said and walked out from Kim's mansion. She reached at the gate of mansion. A a Audi Audi stopped in front of her as she looked up the window and saw the Rose, wife of Kim Tae-hyung, inside the car. "Hey, Ryan, going college?" "Hi, Miss Rose. Yeah, I'm going for college. I will drop you off. I'm going on the same way." Ryan hesitated, but Hoopin and both of them drove off. Ryan was silent during the ride and Rose spoke first. "So Ryan, tell me, what are your plans for future?" "I want to complete my degree and find a job so mom can live herself. Since my father died, there haven't been a day she rests for herself. I want stop I want stop working and enjoying her retirement." Ryan said with sad expression on his face. "You got a great plans," Rose said with small smile on his face. "By the way, how long it has been you living in Kim's house?" "I was 10 years old when my father died. He was a driver of Mr. Kim. After that, Mr. Kim took us under his wing and gave my mother a job as housekeeper. It has been 14 years since then." "So you practically spent your childhood in this family. Well, it explains why everyone in family is close to you." Ryan said with realization. Ryan gave her a small smile. But didn't said anything in return. "Ryan, since you grew up in Kim's family, so you and Taehyung might be friends from childhood." Ryan was shocked by Rose's sudden question. Like this, she looked at her face to see her expression, but there was nothing unusual. It was like she spoke quite it without thinking too much. As much as this question is considered a normal, but for Ryan it was not. More like someone have asked her secret of her life. She composed herself and said with small voice, "Well, when I first came as a child, we did spend some time together, but when we grew, due to our different pack or because we have different friends, we drift apart. We can't be considered friends, more like the person who know each other and try to indifferent as much as possible." "Oh, I thought you two might be close as you grew together. But never mind, we can be friends. I would like to be your friend. Aunt Kim has always spoke highly of you." Her judgment will not be wrong, Rose said and looked at Ryan with bright eyes. Ryan didn't know how to respond to Rose, but she couldn't win against Rose's bright smile and said, "I would love to be your friend." "Yeah, Aunt Kim was right. You're such a sweetheart." "Rose, I want to ask you something, if you don't mind." "Of course. Ask whatever you want. Mrs. Kim is your mother-in-law." Then why you always called her Aunt Kim? Rose heard this and something flashed in his eyes. She laughed and said, "Oh, I know many people find it weird, but you're not the first to ask this. Well, since from childhood I have been calling her Aunt Kim, and it has become my habit. No matter how I tried, I couldn't change this. So I just gave up, and Aunt Kim don't mind also. So it remained like this." Ryan gave perfect explanation for her behavior. So Ryan stopped asking about this. So they reached at the main gate of the University of Korea. "Thanks for the ride, Rose." Ryan said and opened the car. And walk out. Rose didn't drive immediately. After Ryan walked out from her car, she took out her phone and dialed the familiar number and waited for the person to pick up. "Hello, where are you?" The person from other side spoke in cold tone. "I'm at the gate of university." Rose said in teasing tone, "What are you doing there? Why are you getting angry? I just dropped by and at university." Barked Rose. "Yes, Kim Tae-hong, I'm listening. No need to shout my name like this. I want you to stay away from her. She is not your business." Tae-hong said while trying to control his anger. He knew Rose didn't have any bad intention towards Ryan, but he is also aware Ryan might not feel comfortable around Rose. Tae-hong, no matter how much you try, unless or until you express your thoughts in front of Ryan, your all sacrifices are for nothing. What do you mean? Explain your words. Why? Tae-hong asked. I had a friendly chat with Ryan. I asked her about her ambition and goals for the life. She gave me a quite inspiring answers. But you know, when I asked her since she grew in the Kim's house, both of you might be good friends, and guess what she answered? Taehyung's heart stopped beating for a second when he heard this. She said you two could be considered the people who are familiar with each other. If Taehyung said he didn't feel hurt after hearing it would be a lie, cause his heart broke after hearing these words. You shouldn't have asked her something like this. Taehyung said in the response, making Rose angry. Kim Taehyung, are you listening to yourself? Stop giving yourself a fake hope. She is trying to erase you from her life. And trust me, when a girl's